Matthew here from MiniWarGaming.com, and it's time for an X-Wing battle report. Notice how I didn't say beat map battle report because I don't know when this is going to go in. It's going to throw off the sequence, and that's okay. We're not going to start to cover X-Wing normally, but Dominic here from Deutschland, or Germany, for all of you people who speak English rather than German. He's challenged me. He's going to be in for a couple days, and we're going to play a bunch of Star Wars X-Wing. And so I thought that'd be fun just for a little bit of a change. And but like I said, it's not going to be regularly covered, so I'm going to put these out, and then they'll be done until a future time when somebody else decides to come in and play a little bit of Star Wars. We'll have to wait and see. So Dominic here from
Schifferstadt.
Schifferstadt, close enough, Deutschland. And he's going to be playing the Imperium. Imperium is in 40K. He's the Imperial side. He's the bad guys, and I'm the rebels, which of course are the good side. I'll be having the Millennium Falcon, a bunch of X-Wings, and he's got the new TIE Phantom. So let's take a look. On this side, we have my 200 points of Rebel forces. We've got Han Solo inside of his Millennium Falcon. That's right, I upgraded it, so it's the Millennium Falcon, so I can say that. It's not just the YT-1300. And he's got Luke Skywalker and Chewbacca in there with him because I want to be able to say, "Don't get cocky, kid!" And however you do the Chewbacca sound, I can't do it very well. Han Solo, of course, he is able to re-roll all of his dice when attacking, and so it's nice if he just really whiffs his attack. And on top of that, he's got Luke Skywalker, who if you completely miss an attack, he just lets you fire the primary weapon, which is nice. So that's great. So even if you fire the assault missiles, still get to fire the primary weapon if they totally miss. I got Chewbacca, who once in the game will allow me to discard a damage card and recover a shield. So essentially giving him 2 more hit points because you don't take the damage and you get a shield. I have marksmanship on him, which it's basically a super focus. Changes not the focus just to hits, but one of them to a critical as well. And giving it the Millennium Falcon upgrade gives it access to the evade action, in case I really need to do that. And accompanying Han Solo in his Millennium Falcon will be 3 X-Wings and an A-Wing. We got Wedge Antilles, who reduces the agility of whoever he's attacking. He's got R2-D2 in there, who allows you to recover shields if you do green maneuvers. Swarm Tactics, that allows him to pass his leadership or his pilot skill to somebody within range 1, which will help some of the lower pilot skill levels. And he's got some advanced proton torpedoes, which are very strong torpedoes that are short range. We got Garvin Drace, who, if he uses a focus token, he can pass it on to somebody else nearby, and he's got proton torpedoes. We got Biggs Darklighter, who basically, if you can see him, you can't target anything else within range 1 of him. So he must be targeted first, and he's got proton torpedoes. And we got Tycho Kelchun in A-Wing, who is allowed to do actions even if he's stressed. He's got Push to Limit, which allows him to do extra actions in return for stress tokens. And on this side, we have the German Imperial forces. I say they're German because their cards are all in German, so you can totally cheat and I would never know it. Like Kreischlaffer, who is actually Hal Runner. Now I actually know his rules, and we can obviously look up stuff too, so I'm not going to let him cheat. Not that you would, right?
No.
So, you know, because they're all German, shouldn't they get like +1 hull points because they're better made than my stuff?
Not really.
No?
That's just a cheap crap.
It's just a cheap stuff. You imported it from another country, right? Okay, I was going to say which countries, because saying that German stuff is better made is not bad, but saying other people's stuff is poorly made.
Yes, it's not that quality that you would expect, but
it's not Volkswagen. It's a Volkswagen TIE Phantom, a Volkswagen TIE Fighter. Anyway, okay, so what do we have here? We have a TIE Phantom, Geflüchter, and he has nachdem du mit einem Angriff getroffen hast, darfst du deinem Schiff einen Fokusmarker geben. How is that?
That could be Danish.
That could be what?
That could be Danish.
That could be Danish.
But it was close.
So this is the TIE Phantom. So translate that for us, please. What is this guy? What is his name in English? Gelflüster.
It's Whisper.
It's Whisperer?
And if you hit with 1 attack, you get a free focus token.
A focus token? So if he hits somebody, he gets a focus?
Yes.
Okay, so that's kind of cool. Because then it allows him to evade afterwards. And he's got some upgrades here. We've got Sensor Jammer, we got Shield upgrade, he got more shields. He has a Rebel Captive. And of course he has the cloaking ability, which is really fun to do. Because it allows him to jump around and not be able to be targeted and all sorts of fun stuff. And then we got Kreischlaufer, or Howl Runner. He's a TIE fighter. And he's got squad leader, so he can give, so he allows other guys nearby to use an action instead of him. But what he really does is any other guys within one range get to reroll one attack die when attacking. So he's really good in a swarm of guys. Then we got Captain Jonas as a TIE bomber with concussion missiles and a proton torpedo. We got Darth Vader in a TIE advanced with assault missiles and Deadeye, which allows him to use focus instead of target locks for his assault missile. We've got Terfanier in his TIE Thang Jaga, or
TIE Interceptor.
yeah, TIE Interceptor. I totally forgot because it was just throwing me off so much. And Terfanier, what is his special action again? Knock them.
You attack. You can choose if you make a boost action or a barrel roll.
Oh, that's right. After he attacks, he can do an extra action. And then we could just have Academy Pilot here, and Backstabber. So he's the one that gets the extra attack die if he's attacking in your outside of your arc. So that is his 200 points. We're just going to be playing a normal game on this Frontline Gaming mat, which looks nice and cool. It's got a nice nebula there and lots of stars. And by normal, I mean no mission. We're just going to fly at each other and shoot until one concedes or is totally dead. Because he has slightly less than 200 points, he has the initiative, which means anytime there's a tie, he goes first, whether it's for moving or for shooting. And we are deployed. Because he had the initiative every time we had a tied pilot skill level, he had to deploy first. So we have our Academy pilots out front, of course, with the Kreischlaufer, Howl Runner back there, with Backstabber in the back. Makes perfect sense. Terrafinier on the one flank, and the TIE Phantom on the other flank, obviously to try to get some better maneuvers in, with Darth Vader and Captain Jonas right here alongside them. Darth Vader, both of them being heavy hitters, especially Captain Jonas with his payloads of missiles. And on my side, we got the Millennium Falcon. Right beside it will be Biggs Darklighter, who doesn't allow you to target anything within range 1. If he is there, you have to target him instead. And we've got Garvin Dreis, Wedge Antilles, and Tycho Kelchu. And I actually made one change just to my upgrades. I gave R2-D2 to Biggs Darklighter, because he's the one that wants to tank the hits. Round 1. Starting with the Academy pilots, this one is moving forward 5. And this pilot is also moving ahead forward 5. Nice and close. Biggs Darklighter moving forward 2. Being a little more cautious.
Nice.
And Backstabber is going to bank right 3, but oh yeah,
You can do that.
He's good. He's good.
Oh yeah.
Captain Jonas will move forward 4. And he moves forward. Garvin Dreis moving forward 2. Terfanier moving forward 5. Whoa, aggressive.
Not in.
Yeah, we're totally forgetting to do our actions right now. So we're going to go back and do them all. So these guys first, 2 focuses, and then your number 5. Do your number 5 next. Right there. He's focusing as well. Biggs Darklighter is going to do a target lock onto this Academy pilot. Backstabber, what's he going to do?
He will do nothing.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything. Terfanier is going to boost. Garvin Dreis will use a focus. Now we got Gleflüster. I don't know if I said that right. I think the majority of our audience won't know either. He's going to bank 3.
Yes, he will cloak.
And he's going to cloak. So just so you know how the cloak works, basically he's not allowed to attack this phase, or this turn, because he cloaked. But if I fire at him, he has 2 more defense dice, so it makes him very hard to hurt. And when next turn, when he reveals his movement for his from his maneuver dial, then he can choose a decloak first, in which case he gets to use this one and place the ship anywhere he wants, like that. And then do his movement. And so that makes it so that you'd have no idea where he's going to end up, and it's very maneuverable and very tricky. So Kreischlaufer moves forward 5. And he overlaps an asteroid, which means no action and a damage die. So we roll 1 die and apply the results. Nothing. Tycho Kelchu is going to move forward 2. And he is going to target lock this TIE fighter. And then Wedge is going to move forward 2. I measured this just so that he'd stay within 1 range of Garvin. but it doesn't matter too much. The reason I want to stay within one range is because he can pass a focus over to somebody after he uses it, but there's not going to be anybody nearby for him to fire at. I'm going to throw a focus token on him just in case. I'm actually going to move back and just redo this guy just slightly. Hey, for his action, instead of target locking, he's going to boost. I'm going to have him boost forward, like so. And now he's going to push the limit and spend another action, and he will target lock Kreisschlaffer. Because he's got the missile that if it hit everything within one range, takes another damage, and he's in range of these two. Whereas if I hit one of these guys, it'll only hit one other. It's going to be a little harder to hit him because he's got the asteroid in the way, so it gives him an extra defense die. But we'll see. We'll see. And now Darth Vader will move forward 4. And he's just going to focus. Probably out of range, but might as well do it. And lastly, the Millennium Falcon will move forward 1. And he actually goes a lot farther than everybody else at 1. So I had to make him go a little slower to keep him with everybody. And he is going to do marksmanship. So it's kind of like focus, except you can change one focus result into a critical hit rather than just a hit. So beginning of the combat phase, Wedge has swarm tactics, so he can choose a ship within one range, which this guy is, Garvandreas, and he gets his pilot skill. So they're both going to be pilot skill level 9. Darth Vader would go first, but he has no targets. So both of these guys are level 9 right now, and they are not in range of anything. So Millennium Falcon is going to target this Academy pilot. Now, Han Solo allows me to re-roll if I don't like my attack, but I have to re-roll everything. And then Luke Skywalker allows me to make another attack if my attack fails altogether. In other words, if he evades everything. So hopefully that'll work, even though it's 3 attack dice against 4 evade dice with a focus. But I do have marksmanship as well, so hopefully that combo will see something. So here we go. I do my attack first, and I get 2 hits. So I'll just keep that. So you have 4 evade dice because it's at range 3. So can you stop it? You got 3 evades, or 3 focuses.
Okay.
Do you want to use your focus?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, so use your focus, and you evade it all together. Nope, this guy. So his focus is gone. Now Luke Skywalker's ability allows me to make another attack because this one did not hit. So here we go. Critical and a focus. Marksmanship allows me to change one of these into a critical. So 2 criticals, but it's against 4 dice, but no more focus.
I think Luke Skywalker can do that also.
No, Luke Skywalker changes one.
Marksmanship is better.
Yeah, marksmanship is better. Luke Skywalker lets me change 1 focus into a hit, but marksmanship is way better than that. So you got your 4 evade dice again. Can you stop these? Oh, you do! Kreisschlaffer, or Howl Runner, is going to fire at the A-Wing. Now he's firing through an asteroid, because I'm firing through an asteroid to hit him. And he's at range 3, so I'll get 5 evade dice to his attack. So I should be able to stop this. If he can stop it... No, never mind. We're good. If he can stop it with what I just did there, then he totally should be able to survive that, right? Right? Tycho Kelchu is going to use his assault missiles. So he'll spend his target lock on Howl Runner, and then he will attack. Now he does not get the bonus for being at range 3, but he does get the bonus for being in an asteroid. So I get 4 dice. Now the important thing with the assault missiles is I just do some sort of damage to him. I don't have to do a lot. Because when I do damage to him with assault missiles, everybody at range 1 takes 1 damage. So I'll do my attacks first. Oh, just 1 hit and you got 4 evades. Oh, and he evaded twice. What a waste of missiles. They're gone. So all of his guys at pilot skill 7, all the ones that could fire before me, don't have any targets. So Biggs is going to use his proton torpedoes against this 1 Academy pilot. Totally worth it. So I'll get 4 dice against his 3 defense, and I can change 1 focus to a critical with proton torpedoes. So we got critical, another critical, and 2 hits. So you can't possibly stop all of them. Oh, but you still get 2 evades, and you can use your focus. Are you going to use your focus to make that 3 evades?
Yes, of course.
Oh, I can't believe you got 3. But it's still a critical hit. So 1 critical result is minor hull breach. Boring. After executing a red maneuver, roll 1 attack die. On a hit result, suffer 1 damage. So basically, you don't want to be doing red maneuvers with him. Academy Pilot 1 is going to fire at Tycho Kelchu. Now, because they're close to Howl Runner, they get to reroll 1 attack dice, or attack die. 2 attacks.
Oh, nice.
Oh, you get to reroll 1. Crit. And nothing.
Okay.
You just need a single evade. Got it. The other one's going to try the same thing. Gets to reroll one die. That's 2 hits.
Nice.
Do you want to reroll one of those?
No.
Go for a crit? No? Okay. I got 2 shields anyways. You don't really want to reroll them. And I got 1 evade, so I take 1 shield damage.
Wow.
So 1 shield is off. So end of turn 1, we've done 1 damage to each other. And I've used up some missiles. So really you've done more damage to me by me wasting all my missile shots. But he's taken 1 shield off. And this guy took a crit. No, he took the crit. So he took the critical, where if he does a red maneuver, he might get damaged. Round 2. Academy Pilot number 1. Which one do you want to do first? It might matter. Do you care?
No, not really.
Alright, this guy is choreographed 4. What was that? I know what it is. And he's stressed out. This Academy Pilot is moving forward 2. Apparently he didn't want to do a red maneuver and possibly take damage. Don't blame him.
It's just annoying Luke Skywalker.
Big Starklighter is moving forward. Oh, I guess we need to do the action for this guy.
Will live not long enough.
He's going to focus.
Focus.
Yeah, totally. So Big Starklighter is only moving forward 1. Backstabber. Oh, was it forward 3?
This.
He's banking left 3, and he will focus. Captain Jonas in the TIE Bomber is moving forward 1.
So.
And he is going to target lock Big Starklighter. Garvin Drace is moving forward 3. He is going to focus.
Banner.
Turfanir is banking left 3. Uh-oh. It's going to hit the asteroid. So he won't be able to take any actions. And he won't be able to attack. That's one thing we did wrong. Howlrunner shouldn't have been able to attack. He didn't do anything, so it's okay. What damage do you take? Nothing. Again. Lucky. So the TIE Phantom will reveal. Does he want to decloak?
Oh, yes.
All
He
right.
will do that.
So he's going to decloak and use his 2 movement to move forward 2. And then he revealed his maneuver to be forward 2. So he's going to move forward again. So,
Right to the party.
yes. And he is going to focus. And then Howlrunner, unfortunately, is already in an asteroid. And his maneuver token is going to overlap that asteroid. So he's not going to be able to take an action. And I believe he won't be able to perform an attack. We'll double check that. But he'll also possibly take damage. So let's see if he takes any damage. You get lucky 3 times in a row?
And yes,
Yes,
it
you
is.
do. But he is able to attack. I just double checked. It's only if you're overlapping an asteroid, such as Turfanir, that you are not allowed to attack.
Yes.
Tycho Kelchu is going to bank left 3. Woo, that was a close one. He managed to get it right here. Now he's already stressed out, but he can perform actions when he's stressed. So he is going to boost to here. And then he is going to push the limit to target lock the TIE Bomber. Now this will stress him out even more, so he'll get another stress token. So double stress! So basically having stress will just stop him from doing red maneuvers. He can just keep doing actions and keep pushing the limit all he likes. And then Darth Vader is going to bank forward right. Ooh, I don't know. I think he'll be okay. I think he'll be okay. Well, be very careful.
Oh, yeah.
Let me just hold this. Well, I think, yeah, he'll fit. He gets past the A-wing, just barely. And he is going to target lock Han Solo. And even though Biggs is within 1, he can't target Biggs because of his firing arc, so he will be able to fire at Han Solo. Han Solo then gets to move forward 1. The question is, will he fit? I think the answer is yes. Be very careful with this. Oh yeah, with room to spare.
I could.
And he is going to marksmanship. And finally, Wedge is going to move forward 3. We forgot Darth Vader actually has 2 actions. He's going to take a second one now and focus. Wedge is going to target lock the TIE Phantom. And I already checked, he's barely in his arc for when he's going to fire. So, there's a mess. Looks like pretty much everybody's going to have a chance to fire, except poor Backstabber over there. I think he's a little out of range. But at the beginning of the combat phase, Wedge is going to give Garvin Drace pilot skill 9. So that means these 3 guys are able to go after Darth Vader. Darth Vader is going to spend his target lock and fire his assault missiles. Remember, that Biggs is within range 1, but Darth Vader can't see him in his firing arc, so he does not have to fire at him. The assault missiles are the ones that, if they do damage, if they hit, everything within 1 range takes 1 damage, including his already damaged TIE fighter. So 4 dice for the attack. Oh, 1 hit and a focus. Do you want to change that focus to a hit?
Of course.
So he spends his focus token. Can't avoid this, because I only have 1 evade die. And I do evade 1. So the Falcon loses 1 of his 5 shields. And then these 2 guys who are at range 1, this guy's, no, definitely not within 1, also take 1 regular damage. So Biggs will lose 1 shield, and the already damaged TIE fighter is going to lose another one, so he's down to 1 hit point. So now my level 9 guys, which are these 3. So I'm going to start with Garvin, because he has the ability to pass his focus onto somebody when he uses it. So he is going to target the TIE Phantom. He's in range 1, so I get an extra die, so I have 4 dice against his 2. I do have a focus, which I don't get to use, which means I don't get to pass it on. But I still got 2 hits and a crit, so I guess that's okay too. So he has Sensor Jammer on his TIE Phantom. When defending, he can change one of my hits to a focus. The attacker cannot re-roll the die with the changed result. But I can use my focus, which I'll then pass over to Wedge, to change it back. Now you might think, well, why would he do that? Because it allowed me to give the focus to Wedge, but it does mean that he loses it for defense. So you have 2 defense. I got 2 hits and a crit. Oh, you do have a focus. Do you want to use it to make it an evade?
No, we'll take that. I have 3 shields, so
Yep. Oh yeah, because you did upgrade to have 3 shields, so the crit won't get through. So all 3 shields are gone. Pew pew pew! And then Wedge is going to fire a proton torpedo. Now when Wedge fires, he loses 1 agility, so he'll be down to 1 agility against my 4 attacks. So I spend this, and I do have a focus on me now. Sorry, made a mistake. He has advanced proton torpedoes, which are only range 1. So he won't be able to fire that. So I'll just fire a primary attack. It'll be 3 versus 1 still. But I do have a target lock, which will allow me all rerolls, and a focus to allow me to turn those into hits. So my initial attack, 3. Now you have, before you roll, you do have Sensor Jammer. Do you want to change one of those to a focus?
Yes, of course.
Then I will just immediately spend my focus to change it back. And I will not spend my target lock to reroll, because 3 hits is pretty good. So you get 1 die, which I think means you're automatically dead.
I'm dead.
Yeah, because you can only evade 1 of them. And so TIE Phantom goes down.
Bam.
Woo! It took some thinking, but I got him. Han Solo is next, and he's going to fire at this poor TIE fighter who only has 1 hull point left at point blank range, which means he gets 4 dice instead of 3. Here we go. I have marksmanship, so this one gets turned into a critical. Here they are. He's got 3 defense dice and a focus on, so he's got to roll. No, not enough. So he's dead. And I'll just take the marksmanship off because we won't be using it. So Howl Runner will go next at range 2 against the Millennium Falcon.
Yes.
And his arc, he can't see big Starklighter, so he does not force to attack him. This is pretty straightforward. 2 attack against 1 defense. Oh. Yay! So down to 7, Terrafineer would be next, but he can't attack, he's overlapping. And the other 7, which was the TIE Phantom, is dead. And at level 6, this guy is out of range, but we do have Captain Jonas in range. So Captain Jonas is going to spend his target lock and fire a concussion missile, which is just a strength 4, or 4 attack dice, and you can change 1 blank to a hit. 4 attacks. Change 1 blank to a hit. So we got a hit and a crit. And I only have 1 shield left. So if I don't evade one of these, then I will take a critical hit. And I don't. So he loses a shield and takes a crit. And the critical hit is reduce your primary weapon value by 1.
Oh.
And I can try to get rid of it with an action. And somehow in all the mix, I forgot about Tycho, because he's pilot skill level 8. So he is going to fire at Captain Jonas. Now he doesn't have any missiles left, but he does have a target lock, which will allow him to reroll. At range 1, so he gets 3 dice instead of 2. And I will use that target lock to reroll these 2 blanks. 2 hits. And 2 evades!
Whoa.
All right, fine. So at the end of this round, the TIE Phantom went down, the TIE Fighter went down, Millennium Falcon took a shield hit, and Biggs actually took 2 shield hits and a crit. So that is a bit of damage there. A-Wing is still hurt from last time, but other than that, there's no other damage to the Imperial, or to the Rebel side, but, you know, there's only 4 guys left. Or 5 guys. I keep forgetting about Tycho, who's really stressed out. Very stressed, but he doesn't care. Round 3. Academy pilot, who's already stressed out, is going to bank hard to his right. Oh, this way. Got it backwards. So he does not get rid of the stress token, which means he does not get to take any actions. Biggs Darklighter made a mistake. Not me. He did. For some reason I was picturing the Millennium Falcon already being gone. Oh my goodness, this might still work. He's banking left 1. I'll be very careful when I do this. My goodness, he fits! Holy cow! I can't believe that. He fit! Now it's a green maneuver, so he has R2-D2, which allows him to restore 1 shield. And there we go. And for his action, he's going to try to get rid of the weapon malfunction. So you roll a red die, or an attack die, and if I get a hit or a crit, it goes away. So that's a 50-50 chance on this die. Hey, I got it. So no more weapon malfunction. We just flip it face down, though. I still lose the hull point. Backstabber is going to hard left 3. He is fine. And he is going to focus. Should be able to get something. Captain Jonas is going to move forward just 1. Ooh, that might mess up something I'm doing. I'm not sure. It's so hard to tell when you just look at it. And he will target lock Biggs. So Garvin is banking 2 to the left. I think I'm going to hit you. Yep, I'm going to hit him, so I have to stop where I hit him. So right there. And no action allowed on my part. And I won't be able to fire at him. I can fire through him, but I won't have any action. Tarfanier is going to bank left 3. He does take a damage because that is going to overlap that asteroid. So let's do the damage first really quick. Whatever happens... Oh. Wow! You haven't taken a damage yet from them. So lucky. Very lucky, you know. Should have taken a couple damage from all those asteroid running. These guys just go right through them. But no action for him because he did go through an asteroid. Kreislava is going to hard left. And he should be able to find a spot in there somewhere. And he is going to focus. And then Tycho is going to do a green maneuver, which will allow him to relieve 1 of these stress tokens. And he's going to hard to the right 2. He is going to target lock. Yeah, Captain Jonas is the only one he can attack, so I might as well target lock him. And then he's going to push the limit and focus as well. So he gains the focus and another stress token. And finally level 9, starting with Darth Vader. It's going to be hard for him to do anything. Hard left 2. Yeah, he's going to be. He's hitting something. So it goes like that. So I think he'll just fit in. I don't know. Yeah, he'll just stop right there.
And no action.
No action or no double action for him.
Yeah, it's a
and he can't. And he can't attack Biggs, which means so far Biggs' ability, where you have to attack him if you can, has not come into play because every time
the Millennium Falcon,
yes,
it's like cheating.
It sure is. But oh well. Millennium Falcon is going to move forward 3. Now, can he get through all these people? I think so. Yeah, he can definitely get through all this. He's got a big base. Ha! For his action, he is going to marksmanship because he has a 360 turret with his primary weapon. Wedge is going to do a hard left 3. And this would have worked. Hold on. No. It would have worked if Garvin had made his full move, but instead he's stuck there. No action. So, in the combat phase, Wedge is going to nominate Garvin and give him pilot skill level 9. I could give it to Tycho as well, but there's nobody. Darth Vader basically is the only one higher than me, and he's not going to be able to fire over in that little place anyways. So these both are level 9. Darth Vader would go first, but he's touching his base, which means he can't fire at him, and he has no other targets. But one thing I forgot is it looks like Millennium Falcon actually went through an asteroid. So he's not going to be able to do marksmanship, and he takes a damage. He'll still be able to attack, though, because he's not overlapping. And he doesn't take a damage. Ha!
Yes!
I could do it, too! So I'm going to start over here. Wedge is going to go first and target Captain Jonas, which reduces his agility to 1, and I'll be at range 1. No actions, though, so I just roll these dice and hope for a good roll. And I got 2 hits. So at most you can stop 1 of them, and you don't, because you don't have any focus. So you're down to 4 hull points. He's got 6 in total, no shields, which means he's very vulnerable to critical hits. My other 9er doesn't have anything in his firing arc because you can't fire at something that you're in base contact with. So giving him level 9 actually didn't matter. Han Solo is going to target Kreislava because he's within 1 of a lot of guys. Now Darth Vader didn't matter, but he'll give these both 3 rolls on one of their dice. So Let's just see if I can do some damage there. I'd like to kill the TIE Bomber too, but he's going to fire at him and hopefully he'll get some crits and at least weaken him. We'll find out. So at range 1, I've got 4 attacks. He's got 360 in case you're wondering why I'm able to do this. And hold on. I can re-roll with Han Solo, which I will, because that was a pretty bad roll. That's better, except it's just a hit and a crit because I don't have my marksmanship. That would have been 2 crits and 2 hits. Oh well, what are you going to do?
Too bad.
And you've got 3 evade with a focus on. So you got 1 evade. Do you want to use your focus?
Oh yes.
Okay, so your focus is gone. Now since I failed it, Luke allows me to make another primary attack. So let's see if I can do better. 2 hits. Now Luke lets me change 1. Oh yeah. Luke last one Luke allowed me to change 1, but I didn't do it. So I'll use Luke's ability to change that to another hit. Should have done it last time because now you might evade it better.
Maybe I can
But you don't have
that.
focus, so maybe you'll just suck. Ah! Oh! 3 hits and he's dead! Howl Runner! Boom! Oh, that worked out perfectly. So Tycho Kelchu goes next, and he is going to fire at point blank at Captain Jonas. So he has 3 dice in the attack, and he has a target lock, but he doesn't need to use it because that's a hit and 2 crits. You've got 2 evade. You're going to take at least 1 crit. Oh!
No!
A hit and 2 crits, which means you're down to 1 hull point.
Ooh.
So let's do your hit first. Let's take that off. And then 2 crits. If one of these is take 2 damage, you're dead. Pilot. All players must ignore your pilot ability and all of your pilot upgrade cards. So you don't get your pilot ability anymore. And ship. After executing a red maneuver, it's a minor hull breach, so that doesn't matter too much. And his pilot's ability is really not coming in handy. It's only for secondary things, and there's nobody else with secondary attacks. And he doesn't actually have a pilot upgrade, so that's not being ignored. So both of those criticals actually are pretty inconsequential to him. But being down to 1 hull point is nice. I won't be able to kill him this turn. Maybe next turn I'll be able to get him.
Yes.
Terfanier! He has to fire at Biggs. I don't know if he could fire at anybody else. So 3 attack dice against 2 defense dice. No rerolls anywhere. Nothing.
Oh.
And I evaded it. I evaded nothing. Now Terfanier, after he makes an attack, can boost or barrel roll. So he's just going to boost forward a bit. Then at 6 we've got Backstabber.
And Captain Jonas.
Oh, and Captain Jonas, that's right. So Backstabber has to fire at Biggs because he's within 1 range of him. But he's choosing to do Captain Jonas first because Captain Jonas might theoretically be able to kill Biggs. That'll be hard, if it's possible. So he has to use his primary weapon because all his missiles are range 2 to 3 and he's within 1. So it'll be 3 attack versus 2 defense. And double checking it, Dominic pointed out that the nearest is through the asteroid, so I actually get 3 evade dice. So not likely he's going to kill him because I've got essentially 3 hit points left, 1 shield and 2 hull points. So do your 3 attacks. 2, do you want to use your target lock to re-roll the focus?
Yes, I will try it.
Another
okay.
focus. And then I get 3 evade. Oh! Triple evade! Oh, that hurts. Not so lucky. So now Backstabber has to fire at Biggs, unless you want to fire at Tycho Kelchu, because he's not within 1 of Biggs.
Try to finish off.
Try to hurt Biggs.
Biggs.
So 2 attack dice with a focus. Alright, so you might as well use it. And 2 evade, and I stop it. Oh! And then Biggs only really has 1 target at Backstabber. So 3 attack dice, 1 hit against 3 defense dice, and you evaded it fine. And finally, the Academy pilot has to target Biggs. So 2 attack dice versus 2 defense dice, 1 hit, and evaded! Wow. Of affairs at the end of round 3, I think we're on round 3, is he lost Howl Runner, and his TIE Bomber, Captain Jonas, took a walloping. He took 5 out of 6 hull points, so he's most likely going to be dead next turn. And the Falcon flew through an asteroid, but still managed to kill Howl Runner, which was nice. And everybody else just fired at each other, and didn't really do much damage. Back and forth. Round 4. So we got this mess. Pilot level 1, Academy pilot is going to move forward 2, which will actually get rid of his stress maneuver, or stress token. But it won't fit.
Too bad for
right
him.
there. Now it actually hits your own guy, so at the least it means, well, actually my guys are going to move, so it doesn't matter. So no action, but at least he's not stressed.
5.
Biggs Darklighter is going to bank left 1. I think I can get through. We're going to pick up Darth Vader. I remember that he's right up against him. because I just checked and he does get through. Put Darth Vader back, and he goes right here. There we go. And he'll focus. Captain Jonas, what's his maneuver? He's down to 1. Oh, he's choreographed! Doesn't that mean that you could take damage? You have a minor hull breach. Uh-oh.
Yeah. I will risk it. I will risk it.
Okay, roll a die. If you get a damage,
on,
not a crit, just a damage, you're dead. Oh, you're lucky. You're lucky. It actually says on a hit, not a crit. He would take damage, so he's moving. Wait, what a brave, that's the word I'll use, brave pilot. Choreographing 5. Oh my goodness. Backstabber is going to move forward 2. And should be okay. Just barely. That's why you have somebody hold down the template so it doesn't move. And he's going to focus. Then Garvin is going to bank left 1. Now it's a green maneuver, so I get to restore a shield, thanks to R2-D2. And he wouldn't fit there, so we go back. So no action for him. Turfineer is going to bank left 2. And he barely fits. But he fits. And he's going to focus. And 8, Tycho Kelchu is going to bank right 3. And he finds a nice little spot just for him. And he's going to boost. Yes, he's allowed to boost when he's stressed because it's Tycho Kelchu. That's a special ability. And then I'm going to stress myself out again and focus.
Man, this guy nearly do a heart attack.
Yeah, he's going to have some sort of mental illness or heart disease after this.
Did nothing but stress like hell.
Yes. And then Darth Vader, what is he going to do? Can he get through there? Oh, looks like he will. Left 3. Oh yeah, easy peasy lemon squeezy. And he's going to do 2 actions because he's Darth Vader. He's going to focus and evade because he probably doesn't have any targets. He's going to go left 1. And he's obviously going to hit Darth Vader, which means they can't fight each other. So Darth Vader really doesn't have any targets. And no actions for Wedge because he collided with something. And the Millennium Falcon's going to bank left 1 as well. And easily goes right here. You know what? I made a mistake last time. When I said he took damage from the asteroid and didn't get to take that action. That's actually not true. Because it's only if your maneuver, if this thing overlaps the asteroid, or if you end up on the asteroid. And neither of those happened with him. But it didn't have any consequence because he still killed Hell Runner and he didn't take any damage. So just wanted to correct that mistake though. And he's going to marksmanship again. Combat phase Wedge is going to give Garvin level 9 pilot skill. Vader would go first, but he has no targets. Let's check. Yeah, no targets except for Wedge, who's in base contact. Garvin will target Backstabber because there's no other targets. So just 3 attack versus 3 defense, no rerolls, no specials. So we just, oh.
Oh.
Oh, and I do 2 damage to you. Oh, you could change that to an evade and make it 1 damage. Would you like to do that?
Try to stay alive.
Yes, so 1 damage to Backstabber. So 1 damage, he's down to 2 hull points. Wedge, he could basically fire at any 3 of these, but he's at range 3, so I'm going to fire at Turfineer. So it'll be 3 versus 3. And I got 1 hit. I don't have any focus, so you get 3 dice, but you have a focus on.
And you get a special pilot ability that you reduce evading tokens from the enemies by 1 on the evading dice.
What's that? Oh yes, I reduce your agility by 1. Yeah.
By 1. Yes.
I was like, what? I get to take your evading tokens? No, I reduce your agility by 1. I did forget that. So you only get 2 dice. And oh, he failed to evade. Then you get to use your focus. So 1 damage to Turfineer. So he's down to 2 hull points. Good thing I didn't roll any crits, because that was a pretty bad evade roll. Millennium Falcon is going to target Backstabber. It'll be hard to kill him. I think I got lucky with Hell Runner, but let's see what I can do. So 3 dice, 3 hits. Yeah, I won't re-roll that. So you got 3 evades. Oh, you got 2, which sucks because I only do 1 damage, and I can't use Luke's ability to do another attack. So just 1 damage to Backstabber, and he only had 2 hit points left, so he's still alive with 1. So we go to level 8 pilot skill. So Tycho is going to target Captain Jonas. I've got a target lock, and I've got a focus.
In 1 hit, I'm gone.
Yes, I get 3 attacks. I guess your 2 evades. I'll use my focus, and you're automatically dead.
I'm dead.
Yes, because I'm not going to reroll. Because if I reroll, I might not get those focuses. So all these are gone.
Finally, he did something.
Wow, jeez. So Turfineer is next. He has to fire at Biggs because he can see all 3 of these, and Biggs is within 1 of each of them. And oh, that's not Biggs. That's Garvin. Sorry, this is Biggs, and he's the one guy. Oh, Oh, you can see him, but he's at range 1, so you want to shoot at him. So 4 dice. Can you do it? 1 hit and a focus.
Ooh.
So you'll use your focus to make that 2
Yes,
hits.
of course.
And I'm going to do my evade, and I get 1 evade, so I lose a shield. So back down to 1 shield. Backstabber will fire at Garvin. He gets 2 dice versus my 2 evades. Whoa, 2 hits. 1 evade, so 1 damage. Dewey! He would be next, but he's got no targets. So we go straight to the Academy Pilot. Academy Pilot will fire at the A-Wing. It'll be 3 versus 3. 1 hit, no evade though. Or sorry, no focus. Oh, and I take it. Well, I guess you can't ask for much better than that. Lost my last shield on him. And that is it for this round. So recap, TIE Bomber went down, and I lost some shields on some of my guys. And Backstabber almost died. And Turfineer took a damage. So not looking very good for the Empire. Round 4, maybe 5? Doesn't really matter. Here goes nothing. Academy Pilot, hard right 1. I think he'll fit. Oh yeah, he fits. Just kind of hold it. It's pretty much right there. And he's going to focus. And Biggs, Koya Grunt! So he'll get stressed. Stress all around. Backstabber. Hard left 2. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, he doesn't fit.
So close and so far away.
Base contact right there. It was so close. So no action. Then I have Garvin, who's going to Koya Ground 4. And he does make it through. But he is stressed. Turfineer. Moving forward 3. Oh, you're going through another asteroid.
Oh yes, another try, another pay.
Which means no action. You'll still get to fire. Can you get no damage yet again? Damage die? Oh, he takes a damage. That brings him down to 1 hull point. Tycho Kelchu is going to do a green maneuver and get rid of 1 of his stress. And hard right 2. Whoop. And he's going to boost, which gets him out of your firing arc. He's not going to push a limit because he doesn't have any targets, so why not have a little less stress in our lives? Darth Vader, hard left 2, he should be fine. Easily get through there. Yeah, roughly that. Just guesstimate it as best you can. Right about there. So he's going to focus and target lock. So this is the round where Han Solo and the rest of the Millennium Falcon crew are going to take a licking, see if they can survive it. And then pilot skill 9 for me, hard left 1. So not going through that asteroid. And it also gets me out of range 1 for some of them. And he'll do marksmanship. And then Wedge is going to bank right 1. And look at that. Oh yeah, baby.
I'm so dead. Okay.
Wedge is going to target lock Backstabber. So beginning of combat phase, I am not within range 1 to give anybody else pilot level 9. So Darth Vader goes first. Darth Vader is going to target the Millennium Falcon. So 2 attack dice. You can reroll with your target lock. Do you want to reroll both or just the blank one? Because this one's automatically a hit. You might as well keep it.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
So 2 hits with your focus. And I have 1 evade. And I do nothing. So 2 hits. You couldn't have asked for any better than that. 2 out of 2 damage. Now is my turn. Wedge will use, well, he's not going to use his target lock unless I need to. He's going to fire at Biggs, or at Backstabber, which means Backstabber is down 1 agility. Attack versus 2. Yeah, I'll use my target lock.
Okay. Oh!
Yeah, you can't survive that.
He's dead.
Yeah.
Bam!
You evaded 1, which means you took 3 damage. That was enough to kill you outright. Never mind, you only have 1 hit point left. So he's dead. And the Millennium Falcon will try to finish off Turfineer because he only has 1 hit point left, or hull point left. Get 3 dice at this range, it's at range 2. And hold on, Han Solo lets me reroll. Oh, I have to reroll everything though with Han Solo. So a hit and a crit, and marksmanship allows me to turn that into a crit. So you got 3, you got to evade all 3, otherwise you're dead.
I'm dead!
No! Turfineer. Wow, this is going downhill pretty fast. Then it's Tycho's turn, but he doesn't have a target. And we'll fire at the Academy Pilot. 3 dice, 1 hit. And then you got 4 evade, and you evaded it, you're fine.
Yes.
And the Academy Pilot has no targets. So, turn recap. Millennium Falcon took 2 shield damage, and then he lost... You actually only technically lost 2 hull points in total. It just finished off 2 ships. So not looking good, once again, for the Empire. I think we'll play one more round and see what happens. Maybe Darth Vader will get lucky, unless you want to call it. Do you want to call it or play one more round?
It's almost over.
So we'll do one more round?
Yes.
Okay.
Darth Vader's last glory.
Maybe he can kill something before he dies.
Yes, he will say something like, "May my son remember me in glory."
How about that, Chris? Now say that in German and it'll be much more intimidating.
Möge mein Sohn mich in glory.
See, that's way better. It totally was. That actually was like, wow, that's intimidating. Level 1, he is going to hard right 1. Going after the A-Wing. And he's going to barrel roll, so it'll be harder for the A-Wing to dodge all of that. Biggs is going to do a green maneuver, get rid of his stress, and move forward 2. Which means that whatever happens, most likely this guy is going to have to fire at him. And thanks to R2-D2, he regains a shield. That's not totally overpowered. And Garvin is going to do a green maneuver as well and move forward 1. And since he gets to share his focus, he'll focus. And then Tycho is going to green maneuver, hard right 2. So that gets rid of 1 more of his stress. I don't have to worry about you firing at me because you have to fire at Biggs. So I'm going to think about this for a second. I'm going to boost Tycho Kelchi just to see if I can get at Darth Vader a little better. I won't push the limits though, I'll just keep 1 stress on him. Then everybody else is 9, so Darth Vader goes first. And he's going to bank left 3. And he's going to run into Garvin. So no double action for him. Wedge is going to just move forward 1. And he's going to hit his own guy, which means I didn't really plan this out very well. So just straightforward. But it is a green maneuver, but he wasn't stressed, so who cares? And the Millennium Falcon is going to do a hard left 1, as you could probably guess. It's nice having 360-degree turrets. And he's going to marksmanship. Darth Vader in the combat phase, hold on, I get to... Wedge will give him level 9. But Darth Vader still gets to go first. He can only fire at Biggs, because nobody else is in his firing arc. That's not in base contact. So 2 attacks.
Come on, Biggs, you can take some more.
Hit and a crit, and I got 3 evade or defense dice because I'm at range 3. And I do take a crit, but I have 2 shields, so I lose a shield. Don't know how many times I've removed that shield. So my level 9 guys, I don't think he's got... No, he does not have the arc, so he's not going to fight. Wedge doesn't have any targets, so it's just going to be the Millennium Falcon. He is in range 1, though, of Darth Vader. So here we go. So 4 attacks. And I got a hit, and this, and I'll use Luke's to turn that into... Actually, no, I'll use marksmanship to turn it into a crit. And then you've got 3 evade. And you evade twice. Wow. So you take the crit. So he lost a shield, so he's down to 1 shield and 3 hull points. And then Tycho will fire, nothing special, 2 attack dice against 3 defense dice. No rerolls or anything. 2 crits. Oh, a crit goes through, but it's just a shield. So he loses both his shields, or the second of his shields, and he's got 3 hull points left. And then Biggs will fire at the Academy pilot. Academy pilot's not damaged yet. So we got 3, so we got 2 hits. I don't have focus, so nothing there. And against 3, and 1 evade, so 1 damage. So he's down to 1 hull point, or 2 hull points. So at that point, Darth Vader lost both of his shields, and the Academy pilot's lost 1 of its hull points, and it's down to 2, and he's down to 3, and everybody else is pretty healthy. So Dominic is going to bow out. Good game. That way we have more time to play other games. So thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more X-Wing Battle Reports. There's another one right now in the MiniWarGaming Vault. If you click the link below, you can go and watch it. If you're not a MiniWarGaming Vault member, you can still click it, get a free 7-day trial, and get instant access to this battle report. If you don't like the Vault after that, you can cancel. It's perfectly fine. It's really okay. That's what the trial is there for, is for you to try it out, see if you like it. Most people who try it, keep it, which is why I'm being like, come on, just try it. Just 1 taste. It won't hurt. 1 time won't hurt. So click the link below, and happy wargaming.